we all have some level of resilience, inherent, levels of resilience. I mean, however, resilience is not something that a particular group of individuals have that others don't have. However, it is something that we can learn about, and it involves series of thoughts, actions, and behaviors. Okay, so in order to build resilience, you need to really be conscious about your thoughts. I mean, your feelings and your behaviors. All of this goes a long way to determine how resilient one can be. And so um, building resilience involves series of actions, series of thoughts, behaviors, and feelings that we need to take into consideration. And so I thought that that's an important point to take note there. I mean, as much as resilience involves bouncing back from difficult situations, life changing circumstances, it also involves a profound level of personal growth. Trust me. I mean, once you go through the process of, adapting and being able to deal with threats, stresses, life changing circumstances, in the end, you realize that you would also be able to discover a great level of personal growth. That is, if you give yourself permission to really go through the process and build your level of resilience at the end of the day. Now we have talked about what resilience is. All right. So I want us to look at some misconceptions about resilience. I mean, building resilience or being resilient does not mean that one will not face challenges or difficult situations. No. Building resilience or being resilient involves considerable levels of emotional distress. Trust me, in the process of building resilience, you would go through a considerable amount of emotional distress. That is a given. However, when you have given yourself permission to go through the process, in the end, the reward is tremendous. I mean, it's there's a profound reward in enduring the process in order to also build your level of resilience, and learning the ability to learn about resilience is one reason research has shown that resilience is ordinary and not extraordinary. I mean, it is not something that an individual with a certain kind of personality trait can have, but it's something that we can learn about, right? So quickly, let's go into what we can do. What are some of the things that we can do to build our resilience, to build our level of resilience? The first is to build, maintain, and sustain meaningful relationships. It is important that you consciously invest in building and maintaining meaningful relationships with family members, with work colleagues, I mean, acquaintances in your community, because at any given point in time, you would need someone to talk to, you would need someone to listen to you, you would need someone to share, and so that is why it is important that you build, maintain, and sustain meaningful relationships. Building meaningful relationships reminds us that we are not alone in whatever difficult situation we may be dealing with. We are not alone. And so having people around you, connecting with people, I mean, whether it's family, whether it's work, whether it's society or community living, it reminds us that we are not alone, and we all go through various difficult situations in life, and that's okay. And that also gives us the reassurance that we can get through this. And so, in the process of building resilience, it's important that you do not just connect with anybody, but people who validate your experiences, people who validate your feelings, and give you that confidence, supports you, that encouragement that hey, you can get through this, and genuinely they get to share their compassion with you, and that alone supports, the ability, to increase our level of resilience when dealing with difficult life situations. Another step, the second way in which we can build resilience is by being active members of, community groups. Join a group. Identify a group that you love and be part of it. It could be your community watchdog committee, or it could be a self-help group. It could be jogging club, it could be a drama club, a music club, a reading club. Find a group, something that you love to do, and be part of a group. Be an active member of a group. By being an active member of a group, you get to meet different people who have also gone through different situations in life, right? And this gives you a sense of hope and meaning to know that yes, you are not alone having to deal with difficult life circumstances, and that you would get through this. And so being an active member of a group goes a long way to help us reclaim hope and know that we will be able to navigate successfully through whatever difficult situation we may be dealing with. The third point I want to talk about is taking care of your body. And this one is exceptionally important for me as an individual, because as part of conscious efforts in building resilience, it's important that you take care of yourself. Having enough sleep, okay? Eating healthy meals, taking in lots of water, hydrating your body as much as possible. These are very important. Exercising, right? Let me say this. If you do not take time, if you do not make time to take care of your body will choose a day to take care of itself. And you may not like the day your body chooses to take care of itself. And so it's important that you commit time and invest energy in taking care of your body. Remember, if you are not well, you can't do anything. You cannot achieve your goals. Those deadlines, those meetings and everything else that you have to do, every goal that you have set for yourself. If your body is not in shape, if you are not well, you cannot achieve those goals. And so it's important that you invest time and energy, a great deal of consciousness, be intentional to take care of yourself, take care of your body, eat well, avoid too much sugar. Too much sugar kills the brain cells. It weakens, if not wipe out, the brain cells. And so you do not want to hang on to too much sugar. Drink lots of water, eat healthy meals, vegetables, fruits. Please make time and invest in your body. Take good care of your body and have enough sleep. I know that occasionally we are tempted to beat the deadlines by staying up in the night. It's good. However, remember that there is a reason why God created sleep for us in the night. So please, in as much as you're burning the night candle, remember it has a tremendous impact. It can have a negative impact on your body. And so please make time to have enough sleep. You will benefit from having at least 8 hours sleep, right? And at least taking in 8 glasses of water per day. So please make time and take care of your body. It's important. And by so doing, you kind of stay conscious and be able to make good decisions, because then you will avoid the tendency of not having to feel unwell. And as a result, you will not be able to make good and effective decisions. However, taking care of your body will ensure that you have the sound mind, your body is in good shape, and you are able to make the decisions that you want to make. The fourth way we can build resilience is by practicing, connecting with our divine self. I mean, some people have found mindfulness, useful. And for me, we all have our source of inspiration, okay? So it's also good to invest time to connect with your divine self, like prayer, meditation. It's good. I mean, some people have found meaning in worshiping, doing worship and praying and practicing meditation and mindfulness. These practices helps us to reconnect with hope and also, help us to build connections with our divine source. And it has this tendency of, instilling some kind of inner joy, some inner peace of mind. So regardless of whatever difficult situations you may be going through or dealing with, you will be able to, find that meaning and connection and reclaim hope that yes, no matter what the situation is, you are able to get through it. Another way is to avoid, unhealthy ways of dealing with stress as much as possible, right? Some people have, resorted to dwelling on alcohol, substance use, engaging in risky behaviors, etc., as a result of dealing with their stresses or difficult life situations they may be facing. And for me, I think these are unhealthy ways of dealing with difficult situations, right? And so you want to avoid these unhealthy behaviors as much as possible. Rather, you do not need to focus on eliminating the stress or the difficult situation. In fact, the truth is, you may not be able to do that. However, what you can do is to give yourself permission to process, whatever situation you are going through. And it also helps to really find someone you can confide in and talk about your experiences. You don't need to bottle it all up by yourself. Okay, so it's important that you find healthy and positive avenues to really vent out or deal with whatever situation you may be going through. And so one easy way you can do that is to connect with somebody you trust, a trustworthy person, and let the person know that you're having a difficult time and that you want to just talk about it, engage with them, and all they get to do is to listen. And after you have talked about it, you realize that you feel much lighter and you feel better, rather than having to resort to alcohol or substance use, which has a detrimental effect on your health in the long run, if not in the short one. Going through adversity or dealing with difficult situations is a great time to really connect with your inner self, okay? To find meaning and purpose. People who have dealt with difficult life situations have demonstrated in the past that at the end of the process, they had experienced a profound self-discovery, profound level of self-discovery, finding meaning and purpose, okay? And so, dealing with difficult life situations is a great time to reconnect with yourself. And during those times is a great time to volunteer, okay? Give yourself permission to volunteer. It could be a community organization, it could be an NGO. Just find something to do with yourself during those moments, and that also helps you to take away it kind of distracts you from having to focus on the pain or the disappointment that particular situation may be bringing to you. And so it's a great time when we are faced with challenges or stresses or life-changing situations to also consider volunteering or doing some acts of kindness. It's a great time to do that. And so we have been looking at resilience. We talked about what resilience is, okay? And we have also looked at what resilience is not. And we've been looking at some of the ways in which we can build resilience or practice, being resilient. And we have looked at building meaningful relationships with people, whether it's our family members, whether it's at work, whether it's in our community. We have found that is a great, way of increasing our level of resilience. We have also looked at finding meaning, purpose, connecting with your inner self, during moments of adversity or challenges. It's also a great time to increase your level of resilience. And we have said that volunteering, identifying an organization to volunteer with, practicing acts of kindness is also something that can help us to build our resilience. We have also looked at avoiding unhealthy ways of dealing with stresses. And we talked about, not dwelling on alcohol or substance use. However, one healthy way we can do that is connecting with somebody we can confide in, a trustworthy person who we can just share our experiences with, and they get to listen to us. And by venting out, we would feel much better and lighter and be able to, make decisions that would support us in moving forward. We also looked at taking care of your body. And I have said that. In fact, this is very important for me because, the whole process, the whole idea evolves around your body being in good shape so that you can achieve your goals. Remember, as I said earlier, if you are not well, you cannot achieve your goals in life. So it's important that you take good care of your body. Have enough sleep. You benefit from at least 8 hours of sleep. Eat healthy, enough vegetables, fruits, drink lots of water. These will help ensure that your body is in good shape, and above all, do exercise. Once in a while, you can do 30-minute exercises twice a week, and that would support you to ensure that your body is in good shape. Self-care is paramount to building resilience. Please remember that. We have also spoken about joining a group, okay? Finding meaning, community organizations. It could be a Keep Fit Club, it could be church group, singing group, drama, reading club, whatever you love to do. Just find a group and connect with a group. That way you meet different people who have also gone through various situations in life, and you get to connect with them and reclaim hope and know that you are not alone, in having to deal with difficult life situations. And then again, finally, we've also looked at connecting with your divine self. Okay, I have found prayers, meditation, like worship. Okay, worship. I mean, it's been practicing my faith has been one of my strengths in dealing with difficult life situations. And so it's important, as far as your level of resilience is concerned, connecting with your divine self. Going to your source of inspiration goes a long way to also increase and give you that hope and optimism that no matter what the situation is, you can um, be able to deal with it and come out successfully. And so this brings us to the end of our discussion today. I hope that these insights will help us to feel empowered to be able to deal with whatever situation we find ourselves in. However difficult it is, we will be well grounded to deal with the situation and continue to stay well so that we can achieve our goals. Thank you for listening. It's been a pleasure being here with you, and be well and stay blessed.